Self-sabotage can manifest in all kinds of ways. Maybe you're not even aware of it. But what if it's interfering with your happiness or your goals in life? Today, we're going to go over the top 10 ways in which self-sabotage might be holding you back and keeping you from living to your full potential and achieving your dreams. Keep watching to see how many of these you are doing. We all have thought patterns that we fall into. We believe certain things about ourselves and keep telling ourselves that things will always be a certain way, that some things will always be out of our reach. We start believing that change is impossible. You probably don't even realize that you're doing it because you are so used to hearing the stories that you tell yourself. You might believe that you will never truly be happy because some things are just not meant for you, or that you will never be able to pay off your debt or get a job that you truly enjoy. Self-sabotage could be holding you back more than you realize. Let's look at the top 10 ways. Number 1. Self-medication. Self-medication can take many forms. For example, emotional eating, drugs, or alcohol. It could be a way of comforting or consoling yourself, and it might make you feel better for a short period, but in the long run, the negative effects stack up. With comfort eating, for example, you are unlikely to turn to healthy foods. You are much more likely to choose something sweet, salty, or oily that will be harmful to your body. Number 2. Walking away in the face of trouble. If a situation is quite stressful or challenging, you might decide to just walk away. Of course, depending on the circumstances, sometimes this is a great approach to keep yourself safe. But you might be overdoing it, and by walking away from situations that you are actually quite capable of handling, you could be depriving yourself of an opportunity to learn. The saying goes, pick your battles. Facing some battles head-on can be good for you. Just use your good sense and stay safe. Number 3. Blaming others. Sometimes things just go wrong. It isn't really anybody's fault. An easy way out is to blame your partner for whatever happened, but it isn't necessarily a very mature perspective. If placing blame is your first reaction, ask yourself why you're doing this. Why is it necessary to find a guilty party? Are you afraid to admit the role your own actions may have played? It almost becomes role play, with the other person always being the villain and you forever the victim. Maybe you like the drama of seeing yourself as a victim, but you might be depriving yourself of an opportunity to learn and grow by simply passing blame. Number 4. Being unkind to yourself. Negative self-talk can be extremely debilitating. If you keep putting yourself down, telling yourself that you're not good enough and that nothing you do will ever be good enough, it becomes like a well that you are constantly digging deeper and deeper. It becomes increasingly harder and eventually just about impossible to escape from. I'm stupid. I can't do this. I will never get it right. These limiting beliefs become your truth. They are not serving you, they are actually just holding you back. Number 5. Believing you are undeserving. Things are going really well in your relationship, and you are feeling happy and content, but then you start acting differently. You say hurtful things or act in ways that test your partner. It's almost like you are intentionally wanting to destroy your own happiness because you don't believe that you deserve to be happy. The same might apply to your job or the place where you live. You might believe that you don't deserve a well-paying job or a beautiful home. This is not easy to turn around, especially if it has become ingrained in you through years of reinforcement, but it can be done. If you want to break out of this pattern of self-sabotage, you can. Enjoying the video so far? Then don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insightful psychology videos like this one. You'll only get smarter, and it's free. Number 6. Not speaking up. Someone makes hurtful comments towards you. Do you speak up or keep quiet? There are definitely occasions where each of these would be the best approach, depending on the words and the situation. But if not speaking up is your go-to, if you let people walk all over you all of the time, this could be a form of self-sabotage. Ask yourself why you are allowing others to treat you badly. If you struggle with this one, then make sure to check out our video on how to set boundaries, linked in the description below. Number 7. Procrastination. This is a big one. Lots of people do this. You know that the deadline is approaching, but somehow you just can't get yourself to start working on your project. You know that you should start. In fact, you should have started long ago. Everybody else in the group got going a while back already. But somehow, you are finding yourself doing all sorts of other things that are not particularly important or urgent. Suddenly, your room needs to be cleaned and the shelves reorganized. You have to look all over the house for a specific sweater that you just can't find. And shouldn't you be reorganizing the books, perhaps according to the writer's surnames, in alphabetical order? There are many reasons for procrastination. The task ahead of you might be a bit daunting. You might have taken on too much, and because of that, now feel overwhelmed. Or your time management skills aren't too hot, and you spend way too much time on unnecessary things. Or you may not believe you are up to the task you have set for yourself. For example, you want to write a book, but you keep finding ways not to start. You tell yourself that can't do any planning because you don't have index cards. Or you can't start writing because you don't have the right software. Meanwhile, you are just scared because of the scope of the task you have set for yourself, the unknown element of a challenge you've never taken on before. Meanwhile, if you just got started, you would have already made some progress. Number 8. Patterns from the past. You might be stuck in patterns from the past, which are often established because of events that happened during childhood. Maybe you always get into a relationship with someone who doesn't listen to you, or even an abusive partner. It almost becomes your definition of a relationship. It's important to understand that it doesn't have to be like that. You can break out of patterns that don't serve you. If you've always been in abusive relationships, it could feel weird to be with someone kind and caring. And you might think that you don't deserve to be with the kind partner. You might need to speak with someone who can help you see that you deserve love and kindness in your life. Number 9. It's all about control. You want to be in control because then you know exactly what's happening. There are no surprises. You feel safe and prepared for whatever might be coming your way, but that leaves no room for spontaneity. Always being in charge doesn't allow anybody else to shine. Nobody wants to be a puppet on a string, dancing to someone else's tune. A partner who is being controlled, and colleagues who feel like they have no creative freedom to contribute to the company, might not want to stick around. Number 10. Fear of failure. You don't want to fail, but there's a part of you that believes that failure is inevitable. The relationship will never last. The lovely partner that you've been waiting for is just going to leave anyway. You won't really be good at your new job. You won't get good marks in your exam. The easy way out is simply not try, since you already believe that you are going to fail. If you thought success was within reach and put in an effort and then failed, that would just be terrible and would confirm your negative beliefs about yourself. It is much easier to not even try, to just accept that a happy relationship or being good at your job or getting good marks is not within your reach. You may have been doing this for so long that you don't even recognize it anymore. It may have become a part of your life, just the way you view the world. But you can change this if you make a conscious decision to do so. And if you like this video, then check out these related videos to see more.